Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of our PCTV News HomeCast. Due to COVID-19, we are not together as a class, but we are still working together to bring you PCTV News. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. I'm Maya Vickrey, and this is PCTV News. Let's start with an update from the Porter County Health Department. The total number of COVID cases in Porter County is currently at 153, with 11 people hospitalized, 64 cases which recovered, and 2 deaths. Reports from 4 key cities show how following social distancing orders affects the spread of COVID-19. According to a report issued by the CDC last week, New York, Seattle, New Orleans, and San Francisco were all issued stay-at-home orders. For example, in San Francisco, the nation's first shelter-in-place order was issued on February 16th. The city has not seen the expected surge in cases, and the hospitals have not been overwhelmed by coronavirus patients. The rise of COVID patients in New York has started to slow, and officials attribute that to the stay-at-home order placed on March 22nd by Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Diseases. He says we're seeing a dramatic decrease in the need for hospitalizations. That means we're doing something right and we need to continue doing it. Microsoft is giving its workers an additional 3 months of paid parental leave to deal with the extended school closures due to the coronavirus outbreak. Parents who work for Microsoft can choose when and how they will use these paid days, according to a company spokesperson. Microsoft is just one of the many tech companies supporting their workers during this pandemic. Facebook announced they will be paying each of their 45,000 workers $1,000 and continue to pay their hourly and contract workers in full despite the decrease in workload. Has your bank account been drastically low due to coronavirus? Well, according to Fox News, a senior Treasury official says help is on the way. Those who filed for their taxes in 2018 and 2019 will receive a refund via direct deposit if they have not already. Most eligible Americans received their relief check earlier this week on Wednesday. However, many are still waiting on the $1,200 promised by President Trump. Those who have not filed for their taxes are still able to go to the IRS website and use the non-filers section to enter their bank information in order to receive their payment faster than they would via regular mail. Hopefully, these checks can help the many struggling Americans out of jobs and in need of income. Now let's hear from one of our live reporters, Kenzie Klein, discussing how news stations are dealing with COVID.
Thanks, Maya. The PCTV students aren't the only journalists broadcasting from home. Television news anchors and stations across the country are improvising studios during the coronavirus outbreak. Instead of appearing on TV from a studio, most are reporting from home on their computers. Under Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb's stay-at-home order, members of the media are considered essential employees, as Hoosiers rely on them to share information from the government and health officials. According to IndyStar, in some cases, on-camera reporters are sitting farther away from one another. In others, they are homecasting, as it's become known. Back to you, Maya.
Thank you, Kenzie. And now Brittany will share with us how churches and hospitals are adapting during these times.
Thank you, Maya. Good afternoon. My name is Brittany Hernandez. Last week was Good Friday. Many churches around the world are being creative and careful on how they celebrated this past weekend. Unfortunately, celebrating Easter is very different this year as the coronavirus pandemic continues to spread around the world. According to CNN, over in Germany, their service was held at a drive-in movie theater with the actual service playing on the radio. In Indonesia, worshippers celebrated by a live streaming service. In Washington, D.C. and London, church leaders held a service via live stream. Many churches across the nation are doing the best they can to continue on this pandemic. Not only are churches suffering with no contact problem, hospitals are in for strict rules that causes friends and families not to be able to be with their newborns. Hospitals across the United States continue to be overwhelmed with the COVID-19 patients. In New York, patient bed lines are in the hallways of some facilities. Morgues are overflowing and supplies like ventilators are short in supply. As a result of all this, an increasing number of hospitals are banning or limiting the visitations for nurseries specializing in the care of premature newborns in order to stop the contact of outside sicknesses. Video chat services like FaceTime have become a lifeline for many families with these changes. Dr. Craig Garfield states, as COVID-19 began to spread and hospitals started shutting doors to visitors, we realized this was a tremendous and necessary connection for parents to their newborn babies. Plenty of other hospitals have already placed video chat systems inside. The University of California Davis Medical School formed a Family Link webcam program that was launched in 2014 as a way to allow parents with newborns who needed long-term hospital assistance to return home to take care of other children or head back to work. Thankfully, with the technology we have today, it helps many families in the current pandemic. Thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Brittany Hernandez, and have a safe, great weekend. Back to you, Maya.
Kevin Reynolds is now here to give us a live look at our weather.
Thanks, Maya. Porter County and surrounding areas woke up to a cold day with snow this morning. Many nearby areas received up to 4 inches of snow. Temperatures started with a low at night of 28 degrees and reached a high today of only 38. Tomorrow will be warmer and sunny with a high of 53 and a low of 41. Sunday will be cloudy with a high of 50 and a low of 31. Monday, we're expecting mostly sunny skies with some cloud cover throughout the day. The high will be 58 and the low 42. Tuesday will also be mostly sunny with some clouds, a high of 58 and a low of 43. Wednesday, we're expecting a high of 56, a low of 43, with Thursday will be cloudy all day with a high of 57 and a low of 43. I'm Kevin Reynolds, PCTV Weather. Back to you, Maya.
Thank you, Kevin. With stay-at-home orders in place, national and local sports activities have been postponed or canceled. To the occasion, eSports. Let's hear from Logan Osdick on how eSports are entertaining thousands of people during these times.
Hello everyone, I'm Logan Osdick, and this is PCTV Sports. Today, I'm not going to be talking to you about normal sports, sports that you play with a ball and a bat. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about sports that you can play with a controller and a keyboard. Yes, I'm going to be talking about competitive gaming and esports, and how you can get into watching them during these uncertain times. So let's go and take a look. If you want to get into watching esports, a good place to start is ESPN. ESPN is a great place to start because of the familiarity with the brand that you might already have. Now, they've already done a lot of esports stuff, but now they're getting more into it due to the pandemic. They're going to be showing on the cable network stuff like League of Legends and Rocket League and NBA 2K, which they've already started to do. But this is some fast-paced, competitive action that you can watch right now. And you don't have to wait for all this coronavirus pandemic to be over. You don't have to worry about, watching an old basketball game for the 12 billionth time on ESPN. You can watch esports right now. There's always something on. Anyways, this is PCTV Sports. I'm Logan Osdick. Thank you all for watching this segment. I hope I helped. Stay safe, everyone.
And now over to the Hobart Police Department with reporter Katie as she interviews Corporal Michael Weber.
Thanks, Maya. Today I'm here at the Hobart Police Department with Corporal Michael Weber, and I'm going to be asking him a few questions. So, Michael, tell me about how your job has changed through this pandemic.
Well, it's changed by limiting us having contact with the public. So if we get like a call, we call the people on the phone and we answer it that way. In the event that we have to go to the call and speak to the complainant, we limit the number of officers that go, and then we have to wear these masks if we have to speak to people. We practice the social distancing by trying to stay 6 feet apart from the complainant. And then when we leave the call, we're instructed to sanitize ourselves, wiping our hands down, and our steering wheel and all that to keep the germs down.
Well, thanks. What is it like on the streets now that everyone is supposed to be in self-quarantine?
It's actually pretty quiet now. Crime is down. Calls for service are down. Pollution is down. You just don't see hardly anybody out in the streets anymore.
So you could say it's been calmer?
It's been very calm.
Can you give us some advice as to better prepare ourselves during this quarantine?
Yes. My advice would be just listen to the elected officials and the CDC guidelines. Practice social distancing. Only go out if you need to. Stay away from your grandmother and grandfather and your mother and father, because they probably fall in that susceptible age group to where they don't want to contract the virus. Just use common sense.
Well, thank you so much, Michael. Now back to you, Maya.
Many people are bonding over and talking about during self-quarantine is food. Jacob Ennis is here today to review some food enjoyed during lockdown.
Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Quarantine Cooking in my kitchen. Today I am going to show you how to make Jacques frozen pizza. To begin, we are going to do the Jacques frozen pizza. This is perfect if you are a particularly lazy person and want to have something quick. First, you take a knife and you slice it open just like this. Then, once your pizza is released from its plastic prison, you can take it off of the cardboard and put it on your pizza making machine. Set your pizza maker machine to 12 minutes on dual. Now you can let your machine do the rest. All you have to do is sit and watch it twirl. Our pizza is finished! Take the pizza off of your magical machine with your bare hands. The burns you get will make you stronger as a person. And take a pizza slicer and slice it down the middle. Don't be gentle. Gentleness is for weaklings. If you are feeling a little spicy on this particular day, you can sprinkle some crushed red peppers on your pizza. Preservatives. Stay healthy. Thank you.
With many of us having to stay indoors, it's hard to find ways to keep ourselves entertained. To help with this, we've created a short infographic to show some movies to enjoy right now on Netflix. Watch action movies like The Matrix, Indiana Jones of the Lost Ark, and The Dark Knight. Or if horror is your thing, Netflix has you with The Candyman, The Ring, or Child's Play. And if you want drama, Netflix has titles such as To All the Boys I've Ever Loved Before,
I've never seen you so happy.
El Camino, and Marriage Story. So stay indoors and enjoy the movies. Looking for something positive in these difficult times? Actor John Krasinski created a weekly show on YouTube called Some Good News. Coverage of COVID-19 has overpowered the news for several weeks, and in hopes of bringing in some positivity, Krasinski decided to make a show dedicated entirely to good news. Viewers are provided a rundown of the most recent news in a playful and lighthearted way. With guest stars and celebrity appearances, this is everything you need in a late-night styled show. The Porter County Community Foundation and the United Way of Porter County will be donating $10,000 to Meals on Wheels of Northwest Indiana. This nutrition program is now more important than ever as it will deliver meals and support to senior citizens during this pandemic. They deliver nutritional foods to people in Lake, Porter, Newton, and Jasper counties, and have delivered more than 8 million meals since 1977. That's all the time that we have for our first episode of Online PCTV News. Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for another episode Friday at 5 p.m. From our instructor, Mr. Phelps, our producer, Connor Small, and all of us at Porter County TV, I'm Maya Vickrey, and this has been PCTV News. Good night and be safe.